If you're listening and you are a CEO, a manager, a team leader, or someone who has great influence within the workplace, here are some critical human-centered leadership skills that you have to begin to intentionally evolve into so that you can lead with humanity and you can create well-being as against only consuming well-being. Hello and welcome to yet another episode at The Leading Wheel. This has been so far for me very, very exciting. I definitely loved also reading your feedback, what you're learning, and what you want to do differently. You know, last time we went deep dive with the team members and we started to say human-centered leaders, and not only those in the front lines, but every single one within the context of shared purpose and shared values in the workplace. Today, let us strengthen what we have been highlighting about how leaders themselves, especially those who have to frontline an assignment or embody a culture as well as champion certain values within the context of work, have to now show up. The first is authenticity and vulnerability. You have to show that you are on your journey, you don't know everything, you get stressed, you have your own struggles. You have to show up fully as yourself and model vulnerability in a way that is safe for others to do the same. There is no way that we can grow psychological safety within our institutions without telling our own stories, sharing the journey we've been on, asking for help when we need it, and creating connecting opportunities for people to see their own future in our own stories. Second remarkable skill that we have to become invested in is shaping an atmosphere where voices can be heard. Sometimes leaders have a clear vision or a clear strategy, and they just want us to move in that direction. But to become human-centered and to build a culture that feels safe, where people feel heard and they know that their contributions really matter, then you have to become more intentional to hear everyone, not only those who are outspoken and extroverted or those who have a proven record of credibility, but you have to watch out for even the most quiet voice in the room. A third human-centered leadership skill that we're challenging you to build is self-leadership and regulation. It gets hot in the kitchen, and if you're building anything meaningful, you are going to be confronted with seasons of enormous pressure. You might even feel that you're misunderstood, maligned, or you're working with people who don't bring out the best in you because they don't bring out the best that they have. But you have to be self-regulated. You have to grow your ability not to bleed on the team, but to use your own emotional regulation to create what is called emotional contagion. Even if you feel tired, frustrated, and angry, if you come into the team and you inspire them with hope and optimism, the energy within the team is going to be impacted by the energy you brought. I'll share two more with you that we find to be so incredibly important. Another key skill that we would love to see you grow in going forward is your ability to be a people builder. You want to step into your coaching, mentorship, and talent developing shoes more often. Spot the good that is in others, help them shape better performance, and grow their ability to lean into their strengths so they can succeed. Finally, you must become an architect. And I know you've heard me talk about that in a previous episode. This is actually becoming one of the top 5 most critical skills for leaders who would be at the cutting edge of shaping global economies. You have to be an architect of culture, an architect of systems, and an architect of institutions. Human-centered institutions are evolutionary institutions. They're always riding the waves of change and shifts and innovation. And that only happens when a leader takes feedback from clients, customers, consumers, and even colleagues to create new opportunities by always getting better. You are a human-centered leader. You're putting in the work, you're covering grounds, and I'm so proud of you. I look forward to seeing you in the final episode where I'll be showing you what the human-centered leadership model calls us into and why it is the way to go for shaping the future. I'll see you then.